Hello, students. With me, we have a question that says we should factorize completely and hence find the zeros of the polynomials. We have it on the screen. So I'm starting with the first question is to find or is to factorize this completely. Now, one way to factorize this is actually we have a guess for the values of x. Now I can start. Let x be equals to 1. Let me see what will happen. So what seems to be the case here is that you're going to substitute x for 1. Now x will be a 0 or uh, a root of this polynomial if the final answer is 0. So let's try it and see. This is going to be 2 into 1 raised to power 3 plus 3 into 1 raised to power 2 minus 11 into 1 minus 6. All right. Now this is 2. This is plus 3. This is minus 11, then minus 6. If you check this, it is never equals to 0. Now it is only equals to 0 if 1 is a 0 of it or is a root of the equation. So we cannot use 1. Now let me test the next one. Let x be 2. Let me see 2. So if x is 2, what I have here is going to be 2 into 2 all cube plus 3 into 2 all squared, then minus 11 into 2, then minus 6. Now this will give me 16 plus 12, then minus 22, then minus 6. If you check this, it checks out to be 0. Hence, we cannot make a conclusion that one of the zeros or one of the roots of the polynomial is 2. So x equals to 2. Now, this is what I want you to get. Now, this x is equals to 2, 2 being a 0. Now, if I pick 2 to this side, it becomes x minus 2 is equals to 0. You see this? This is a 0 of the polynomial. Now, you see this? This is a factor. So you have to understand the difference between a 0 and a factor of a polynomial. So we've gotten this. Now, what a factor means is that it can actually divide into polynomial without any remainder. That is the meaning. And recall that we are all in the process of factorizing. So let's divide and see what will happen. Now, this is what we have. Okay, then the factor is x minus 2. And okay, the equation is 2x cubed. We have 2x cubed, then plus 3x squared minus 11x, then minus 6. Now, like in the previous video, for you to actually divide this, you get a factor that when it multiplies x, it gives the first expression, which is 2x squared of the given polynomial. And that thing will be 2x squared. You see, 2x squared times x gives you 2x cubed. So you have 2x cubed here. Then 2x squared times minus 2 gives you minus 4x squared. Now, this process is done so that we can actually keep eliminating until we get to see whether there is a remainder or not. So you can see that 2x cubed minus 2x cubed, it goes. It has been eliminated. Now what we have here is 7x squared. Then I will bring down this minus 11x. Then just like we did in the first case, now we only have plus 7x. So that here we're going to have 7x squared, then minus 14x. This is what we are going to have. Then we subtract again just as we did above, and this 7x minus 7x, it goes, and what we have here will be 3x. Then I will now bring my minus 6 close here. All right, then the next thing we are going to get to multiply x to give you 3x will be what? Plus 3. So that I'm going to have 3x then minus 6. Now once I subtract, there is no remainder. So of course I've actually succeeded in dividing this. So therefore I'll rewrite it as x minus 2, okay, into 2x squared plus 7x plus 3. Of course, if you multiply the two of them, these two factors, it must give you the polynomial 2x cubed plus 3x squared minus 11x minus 6. Remember, we are factorizing. So we've done good job up till now. Then you see, this is actually quadratic. So I will factorize it. All right. So I have 2x squared plus 7x plus 3. All right. So to factorize it, remember, we pick these extreme terms. Okay. Then when we multiply it, it gives 6x squared. So you look for two factors of 6x squared that we add up to give you 7. That should be 1 and 6. So the factors are x and 6x. So we replace it. We are going to have 2x squared plus 6x plus x, then plus 3. Okay, then we'll group into 2 and factorize further. All right, so we have it like this. Okay, what seems to be common here is 2x, so that I'll have x plus 3. And what is common here is actually 1, okay, because 1 is a universal factor, so plus 3. Now, doing this, what I'm going to have is 2x plus 1, okay, x plus 3. I'll factorize this quadratic equation. Now, putting the 3 side by side, I'm going to have x minus 2, then 2x plus 1, then x plus 3. Okay, you see this? I factorize it completely. So this is the answer when I'm asked to factorize completely. But remember, I was told to find the zeros. Now, for you to find the zeros, you have to equate it and find the values of x. Equate it to 0, find the values of x. Therefore, to find the zeros, we say x minus 2 is equals to 0, which implies that x is equals to 2. Then 2x plus 1 is equals to 0, which implies that x is equals to minus 1 over 2. Then we have x plus 3 is equals to 0, which implies that x is equals to minus 3. You see this? These ones are the zeros of the polynomial. So I've solved this question. That is how we have to do it. This is exactly what we are asked to do, and we've done it. So good. Let's move to the second question. The second question is x raised to power 4 minus 1. This is a very interesting and simple question to work out. So number 2, we have x raised to power 4 minus 1. Now, what you need to use in this, because this is actually very simple, all right? What you just need to do to actually solve this question is to use your knowledge of difference of two squares. Difference of two squares is once you have a squared minus b squared, the answer is a plus b down to a minus b into a minus b. So we've gotten that. Then we come here. See what I'm going to do. Do you know that this x raised to power 4 can be written as x squared or raised to power 2? It doesn't change anything. That is indices for you. Then minus, I can have 1 squared or raised to power 2 if I wish to do so. Can you see it's looking exactly like what we can use the knowledge of difference of two squares to actually analyze? Hence, we are going to have this as x squared plus 1 into x squared minus 1. All right, that is beautiful. Now let's move. Do you know that x squared minus 1 can actually be worked out too? Because this is the same thing as saying x squared minus 1 squared. So we can actually use the knowledge of difference of two squares to work it out too. So we are going to have x plus 1 into x minus 1. Therefore, at the end of the day, once I bring the factors, I have x squared plus 1, then x squared minus 1. But remember, this one has been factorized further. So the answer is going to be x squared plus 1 into x plus 1, then x minus 1. Voila. This is how we need to do it. This is how we are supposed to do it. This is what we are supposed to get as our answer. So I've factorized this completely. All right. So you can actually keep watching this video try to understand the steps and make sure you practice on your own. All right. Do not forget to subscribe and do not forget to pass your comment and keep watching to actually understand mathematics.